Champions League football is back, and as a matter of fact, football is back to the Santiago Bernabeu. So I'm just here to do a short preview of Real Madrid's game versus Olympique de Marseille. That is our very first Champions League game this season, and so just like how we do it, don't forget to like, share, and also subscribe. Don't go anywhere. Let us begin. First of all, I'm going to talk about my predicted starting lineup. Xabi Alonso has used a different starting lineup throughout all the 4 games he have played in La Liga, and it becomes very difficult to predict him. But I'm still going to say the lineup that I want us to use. So starting for the back with Courtois in the goal post as usual, no two ways about that. Now with the left back, I'm going to go for Aporla. We still have to send another money to Benfica for giving us such an incredible player since he arrived at Real Madrid. All the games he have played, personally, I have found no fault with Alvaro Carreras, and I think he's fantastic. He didn't have any great hype around his signing, but bro, he's living beyond expectations. Now with the centre backs, I'm going to go for Militao and then Dinhausen. Rudiger is still injured, and I don't think Wawa Asensio is getting into the lineup any quicker. With whatever happened with Dinhausen in the league, I think we have to leave that behind. Even though aside poor officiating, I still feel like whatever happened could have been prevented. But well, we leave that in the league and we focus on the Champions League. Now to the right back position, I'm still going to go use Trent over Cabal because I know Xabi Alonso started him in the league game because he knows that we have a Champions League game ahead, and he didn't want Trent to get tired. He wanted to rotate as much as he could, and that is why Carvajal started ahead of Trent. So me, for the game versus Olympique de Marseille, I'm going to predict Trent to start over Carvajal at the right back position. In the midfield, I still think, looking at the injuries since Jude Bellingham and Camavinga has not returned, we are still going to use the midfield that has been working for us. Tchouaméni and then Valverde in the midfield, then Adagule as the attacking midfielder. With the forwards, I'm still going to go for Vinicius at the left wing, Kylian Mbappe in the middle, and then Brahim Diaz at the right wing. I'm not going to speak about Franco Mastantuono starting. I've said this over and over again that Franco Mastantuono is not ready for Europe. He's a very good player. Don't get me wrong, but I keep saying this, that he doesn't seem ready for European football. Looks like South American football is different from European football, and he still needs some time to start. So if my options are Brahim Diaz and Franco Mastantuono, I'm going to have to pick Brahim Diaz over Franco Mastantuono. So that is it for my predicted lineup. Now I'm going to go with the head-to-head statistics, and it looks like the head-to-head statistics always favors Real Madrid. So for the head-to-head statistics, Real Madrid has faced Olympique de Marseille 4 times, and then Real Madrid has won all 4, and so that means that for the head-to-head statistics, Real Madrid has done better or has beaten Olympique de Marseille every single time that we've met. But now let's look at the team's performance in their various leagues. Real Madrid has won all 4 games in the league, scoring 7 goals and conceding just 2. All the 2 goals that we've conceded, we have not conceded any goal from open play. With the 2 goals that we've considered 1 from a penalty and then 1 from a set pieces. And then let's look at Olympique de Marseille's performance in the league. Olympique de Marseille has played 4 games so far. They've won 2 and they've lost 2, meaning they have 6 points out of 12 in the league. And so looking at the performance in the respective league, you can still tell that Real Madrid is definitely in form and performing better than Olympique de Marseille. So that is it for the head-to-head statistics, with the key players to look out for, just like how we do it: 2 from Real Madrid and 2 from Olympique de Marseille. There is no Champions League night that you can talk about without talking about Vinicius Jr. at Real Madrid. And so the very first player I'm going to talk about for us to look out for is Vinicius Jr. from Real Madrid. Why am I even saying from Real Madrid? Because you all know Vinicius plays for Real Madrid, by the way. Yes, so that is it. So I want to see what Vinicius Jr. talk about him doing it 10 times. He said, I can do it 10 times if you want to. And since then, bro, you have gone ghost. We are not seeing nothing. This is your time to shine, especially in the group stages, even before we proceed to the quarterfinals and the semi-finals. So I want to see Vinicius Jr. in action. Personally, I'm looking out for him. I want to see him score some goals. I want to see him on the score sheet again. And I want to see the Vinicius Jr. that we know. Vinicius has set high standards, and we are going to have to hold him accountable for that. And so that is why I'm saying we should look out for Vinicius Junior in our game versus Olympique de Marseille. Then the second one is Arda Güler, our game versus Real Sociedad. Wow, I can't believe Carlo Ancelotti nearly denied us of such a talent. This player nearly wrote on bench. He become a global mockery personality. And I still can't believe the arrival of Xabi Alonso to Real Madrid. It's like we've seen a whole different Arda Güler altogether. I can't believe that this player was rotten on bench under Carlo Ancelotti. And now you can see clearly it's more like because of the absence of Jude Bellingham, we are building the team around Arda Güler. And so I want to see some action for him, especially on the Champions League nights in the Santiago Bernabeu. So that is why I'm saying we should look out for Arda Güler. I know he has a lot more to give. This is just the beginning. And I am seated to see what he has to give us. So that is it for the two players to look out for Real Madrid side. Now let's look at the two players to look out for from Olympique de Marseille side. We are going to have to look at Mason Greenwood. This player nearly got destroyed. Such a fantastic talent, great future because of allegations. He nearly got destroyed. He had to go to Getafe, and then he is now at Olympique de Marseille. He already has 2 goals for Olympique de Marseille, and so I'm looking out for him. I know definitely he's going to start, and I'm going to have to see some actions from him. So personally, my eyes will be on the watch for Mason Greenwood in Real Madrid's game versus Olympique de Marseille at the Santiago Bernabeu. Now the second player is Aubameyang, 36-year-old player, very old, but then he's a player I'm going to look out for. Those are the two players I want us to look out for from Olympique de Marseille side, Mason Greenwood and then Aubameyang. So then to the score predictions, I'm predicting Real Madrid to win by 3-1. I want to see Vinicius Junior on the score sheet. Then I don't know why, but I feel like either Walker or Trent Alexander-Arnold is going to have a goal versus Olympique de Marseille. So I want to see 1 goal from either of them. Then I'm predicting Kylian Mbappe to score. Mbappe is on fire this season. All our 4 games, vision, clear, speed on it, dribbling abilities improved. Is there even anything to improve about, man? This is just Kylian Mbappe playing Kylian Mbappe. So I want to see him on the score sheet versus Olympique de Marseille at the Santiago Bernabeu. So unfortunately, that brings us to the end of our preview of Real Madrid's game versus Olympique de Marseille. Don't forget to like, share, and then subscribe so that when I post it, you'll be the first to see it. Hello Madrid!